Hello and welcome to our 24-day journaling challenge. Those of you who are new here, my name is meander. I'm the founder of Plan Her and I'm going to be leading you through these next 24 days of journaling together. We're going to have a lot of fun, we're going to dive deep, we're going to explore parts of ourselves that we may not often explore, and that's a good thing. This is a place and a time to be really honest with ourselves so that we can make choices that are in our truth and in our integrity and that are good for us. So let's begin. We're going to start with a really easy way to begin journaling, which is why today's topic is called Journaling Made Easy. So I want to just tell you, in 2005, there are so many studies that have been done on journaling, and in 2005 there was a study that's found that when people explore their emotional and inner world through writing and through self-reflection, they generally become happier across all areas. So in their bodies, in their physical health, their mental health, in their relationships. So this is a really beautiful practice for you to practice. Did I just say practice twice in a sentence? But it's a well-being practice. It's a way to connect to yourself. It's a way to have a conversation with yourself when often you would not, or in ways that you would not. The key to this type of journaling, or to journaling in general, is not just to tell your narrative of what happened that day. You want to actually connect to the emotional and intellectual responses that you've experienced. It's not about recapping your day, it's about telling a narrative around why you're feeling what you're feeling and how you're feeling and what that means to you. Now, something really important that I want to lay down right here, right now on our first day is that this isn't a grammar test. Don't worry about grammar, don't worry about neat handwriting or typing, don't worry about it being perfect, don't worry about spaces or bullet points or anything. This is just a place for you to sort of, not even brain dump, it's like just pour yourself out onto the page in whatever way that feels good. This is a place for you to empty yourself, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, and just start to connect with what is going on in your inner world in a way that you probably don't often get to. We are always trying to share a different perspective or a different story around how we see the world depending on who we're telling that story to. And when we're telling that story to ourselves, that's an opportunity to be really honest with ourselves, to tell the truth as we really see it and not skewed by the stories we want to share with those around us. So I really want you to explore, to go deep into your emotions and thoughts. I want you to allow yourself to meander to the thoughts, to the way the thoughts take you. So maybe it's into the relationships that you're in, all types of relationships obviously, into your present or your future or your past, who you've been, who you want to become. Like, allow yourself to go wherever feels healthy and natural and easy for you. I have my planner ready so we can do this together. I always start when I'm journaling with the words I feel. I feel so and so, and then I'll talk about the circumstances about why I'm feeling that way, and so on and so on. So we're going to do this for about 6 minutes or so. I'm not giving you a prompt. It's the only day you don't get a prompt. All I'm asking for you to do is free write with me. We've got 6 minutes of free writing. Start with I feel and let's go. I'm going to talk you through what's coming up for me as we go, but I want you to start writing. And it's okay if the first thing you write is like, I feel weird, I feel like I don't know how to do this, but it could be like, I feel sad, I feel happy, So I feel excited and also a little bit I almost want to say unbalanced, but it's not unbalanced, I've invested many parts of myself into many things, and a lot of those things are coming to an end. And I'm really looking forward to reclaiming my energy as these endings come up, and at the same time showing up fully to the things that I have committed to until they do end. So I'm feeling a little bit like I'm giving a lot of energy, and I'm very close to the edge of not having a lot more to give. So it's good that these endings are coming, and I'm feeling this like, okay, just stay with it. Stay with what's coming up for me, and show up and be present, and it's all going to be okay, and soon there will be more spaciousness. So yeah, that's what's coming up for me. I'm going to write a little bit and then I'll share some more. Something that I'm identifying is that there's been huge amounts of changes in my life recently, and I love change, I enjoy change, I thrive from it, and at the same time I really recognize, look, my handsome assistant Danger has come to join us. You will see him probably in most of our journaling challenge videos because he likes to be a part of everything. Don't you, little man? I love him. Anyway, back to journaling. Yeah, a lot of change has been happening in my life, and part of that is the opportunity, or the way that I perceive it, is the opportunity to do things differently. Since you're already in a place of feeling lots of unknowns and spaciousness and newness, that's a really, really good time for me to set new ways of showing up in my world and in my life. And so I am currently, and you might see this as a thread come through over the next 24 days, in a process of identifying the areas of my life that work really well for me, and the areas of my life that have been draining or out of alignment with my own personal values, and making new choices around how I show up. A lot of that's already been happening. It happens very naturally because I work with intentions a lot, and so I often set myself an intention, like this is the area of life that really needs a tidy up. And we're going to go into this throughout the 24 days, different aspects of our area of our lives that might require a bit of tenderness and love and care and redirection and new perspectives. I'll guide you through all of that. And I'm feeling that really strongly for myself right now. So just being aware of the areas of my life where I'm like, oh, I've overextended myself, or this does not align anymore, or this needs to shift. And then breathing into the growth I need to do, or the changes I need to make, and often both at the same time, in order to evolve to this new way of being. So I see that happening in many areas, especially my work. That's changing a lot over the next few months. Next year is a whole new ball game, and I'm scared. It's risky to take these steps, and also necessary and beautiful and amazing. In my personal relationships, things are definitely shifting. They have been this entire year, which again is such a gift, but it brings up a lot of challenges. And then my own personal health practices. I've been really working around the way that I eat, the way that I move. Like many of us, I've had all sorts of body image issues that I've struggled with, And I'm you know, if something's not working, you do something else. And some things haven't been working the way that I've been telling myself to eat, the decisions I've made in my head about what's healthy and not healthy, this narrative I have around good food and bad food. I'm really addressing that at the moment. So these are the things that are coming up in my journaling. Okay, well, I hope you've written down a few things while I've chatted away. I hope they've helped inspire or egg on some of your own deeper thoughts and feelings and beliefs. And whatever's coming up for you, there's no right or wrong. And also, writing is a practice. The more you do it, the more we show up together every single day across the next 24 days, the easier and the more fun it's going to get. So trust yourself, trust me. Allow me to hold you through this process, and just keep showing up every day to these videos where we journal together, and allow what wants to come through. And we'll see where that takes us. I look forward to reading your comments and sharing more practices across the next 24 days.